Hi everyone! In this video, I will show you how to make Star Wars Death Star prototype model using a 3D printer. First, go to Printables for download. The address is here. Press the search button and enter Trooper Jan KY. Select the displayed user and select Death Star prototype. Then press the download button like this screen to download. When such a screen appears, please close the screen with this button. This is a window for login, but not needed this time. Let's take a look at what's in the file. Since it is a compressed format, I'll extract it. Look at the contents of the folder after extraction. There are multiple files. This file consists of three main parts: the part of the frame, the shaft, and the length of the Death Star. Let's print from the equatorial part. Attach support materials and slice. The finish is like this. Next are the parts of the frame parts. When printing these parts, it is better to print them a little away from the floor. It's about 1 or 2 millimeters. This makes it easier to remove the object from the raft. The printing was finished like this. Next are the vertical frames. It became like this. Next are the horizontal frames. It's finished like this. And then the lens. Attach support material like this. The finish is like this. And the shaft parts are the U-attach support materials to these shaft parts. The places enclosed these circles remove the supports. Because of the support materials left, the finish will not be clean. Removed everything like this. Printing is like this. There is no problem even if the support materials are not attached. When we remove the parts of the north and south parts from the raft, it looks like this. So let's finish it. First, use tweezers to remove the support materials. Then scrape it with sandpaper. After scraping, finally, apply clear spray. Paint it separately several times with a thin coat. It became a little bit shiny. Once all the parts have been printed, then assemble them. Let's start with the southern hemisphere. The vertical frame used at this time is for the southern hemisphere, so do not mistake it for the one used in the northern hemisphere. Parts for the southern hemisphere are marked like this. The northern hemisphere has this triangle in the opposite direction, so please refer to it. When gluing, Be sure to attach the two types of frames alternately. When all the frames are attached like this, then attach them to the equatorial frame tentatively. At this time, do not use adhesive yet. The disposition of the frames looks like this. Next, stick the horizontal frames. Adjacent frames should be placed horizontally. If the position is misaligned, please correct it by hand. When you have finished attaching all the frames, check the horizontally. Now make the northern hemisphere. The vertical frame for the northern hemisphere has such a mark, so please refer to it. When gluing the frames, attach the vertical north 3 first, then the vertical north 2, and then the vertical north 1 is coming. Please stick them together in this order. After this, the vertical north 2 and the vertical north 1 are glued alternately. When everything is glued, temporarily attach it to the equatorial frame. The disposition of the frames looks like this. Stick the horizontal frames. Please make sure that adjacent frames are level. Next is the shaft. First, apply glue to the parts that come in the center of the shaft. Then, insert them from both sides of the shaft and fix them firmly. After that, the remaining parts are inserted into the shaft. Let the last part be fixed to the shaft. Apply glue. Insert the last part into the shaft to fix it. The shaft is now complete. Next is the lens. At this time, please bring the parts to the position where the groove and the groove will be glued together. Completed. Let's glue the southern hemisphere to the equatorial frame. Next, install this part. The part where the shape of this corner of this part is 90 degrees, please apply glue here. and install. Next is the shaft. The part of the shaft with this hole will be on the north side. Take care with this when assembling. And then there's the lens. Apply glue to the groove part of the lens and the tip here. Then attach it to the main unit. Finally, install the northern hemisphere. Align the shaft position first, then the frame, and finally adjust the position of the lens. That's it! Put the model on the stand. It can be hung from above by changing parts of the North Pole. The pin connection may be more powerful when it's glued using bonds. Hang it like this. You can download it from this page.